the works of the man. He says the American devils, the lynching, the killing, cutting the black people's private out, sticking it in the mouth is what they did to us. Got a book called 100 Years of Lynching written by white men. Taking black women who was 4 months pregnant, they took us for years and hung us up with the feet and stuck a dagger in the stomach and ripped it and pulled the unborn baby out just to put fear in other slaves. And this is worse than the devil. All right, but see, the devil, the preacher in the church taught us that the devil was up under the ground and he'll wait till he died before he burn us up. This white devil in America was worse because he burned us while we was alive. He didn't wait till he died. What I'm trying to say, the white man should get up and say you are alive and carry him to court. None of them will stand up and say that they are not devils and this man is lying. So what am I to do? Elijah Muhammad has said something which perhaps a lot of us white...
Khan, Shalom Akim, giving all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bahashim Ha'arakak. Next double honors to the elder bishops, elder apostles, and the men on down at GMS that do well. Shalom to you, beloved Akim, and shalom to you, few sincere sisters, okay? Quick response to Muhammad Ali's old interview, okay, where he exposed Esau as being the devil, you know? Now, as we know, we are still under the curses, but we are, you know, slowly but surely getting them lifted up a little bit, you know, but as you can see here, Muhammad Ali, okay, who was shot, and rest in power to Muhammad Ali. You know, he is one of my favorite fighters of all time. He's the greatest fighter who ever laced on a pair of boxing gloves, okay? And he was just so much more than just a boxer. He was so revolutionary. So he was just very, very inspirational. He inspired me over the course of my life, you know, and even still to this day. But as you can see, you know, Muhammad Ali knew Esau, Edom was the devil. Now, Muhammad Ali's reign was from 1960 through the 80s, like I say, like 1980, 81-ish. Okay, so this was just decades ago, man. But this is how you know, even though the truth wasn't completely out there just yet, you know, this is how you know the Lord still was keeping his spirit on us, man. And not all of us was still, you know, under the Stockholm syndrome and just, you know, just trying to be, you know, the slave's favorite, you know, Slakia, trying to be the master's favorite slave or whatever, you know. So this is how you know the Lord was still keeping his spirit on us, on some of us anyway. Not all of us were still asleep, you know, but he was still keeping his spirit on us. And I'm going to go ahead and try to break this interview down. And I'm going to try to bring out some precepts. And Adam Tazah, this lesson be edifying, okay? So let's go back and try to deal with this interview in chronological order. And once again, Yahweh Tazah, this lesson be edifying, man. Because Muhammad Ali knew. So Muhammad Ali joined the Nation of Islam, okay, under Elijah Muhammad. And they was bringing out a lot of truth. Now, obviously, this was still part of the curses because we know Islam is they worship Allah, which is an idol, okay? Still. But this is how you know we still under the curses. We were still obviously under the curses, and we still is to this day. Mostly, we're still walking under these curses. But let me not, as you can see, they had a portion of the truth, though, back then. So let's go ahead and go back and let this go. I'm going to bring out some precepts and call it one. Let's go.
People have misunderstood. Perhaps us white people have misunderstood. Perhaps you can explain it to me. He said that white men are devils. What does he mean by it? He means just what he said. The deeds and the works of the man. He says the American devils. The lynching, the killing, cutting the black people's private out, sticking it in the mouth is what they did to us. Got a book called 100 Years of Lynching written by white men. Taking black women who was 4 months pregnant, they took us for years and hung us up with the feet and stuck a dagger in the stomach and ripped it and pulled the unborn baby out just to put fear in other slaves. And this is worse than the devil. All right, but see, the devil, the preacher in the church taught us that the devil was up under the ground and he'll wait till he...
All right, so yeah, see, this is how you know. Once again, this is how you can know. This is how you can clearly see that the Nation of Islam, they had a portion of the truth, and they demonized them back then. That's the same way how they demonizing the Israelites today is how they was demonizing them back then. Okay, they was calling them the black Muslims. They had to put that black in front of everything. The same way trying to put the black Hebrew Israelites in front of us. Okay, we didn't know it was the Israelites back then. Okay, we didn't know that. But the Lord was still keeping his spirit on us because the truth wasn't all the way out. But let me just go ahead and get this. This is the book of Zechariah 11:5 to kind of land back off what he was just saying. who oppressors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. So this is a twofold right here, okay? This is a twofold going into what Ali was just saying, okay? How they was just, hanging us, burning us up, slaying us down, okay? Cutting our women stomachs open and ripping the baby out. And they said, and he just said they would have, in the churches, they told them, which we know that the church is a bunch of bullshit. We had to wait till we die to go get burned up by the devil when he clearly was doing it to us here on the earth. So they knew. They had a portion of the truth then, man. Okay? So that's the twofold. So let's go ahead and get some more. Let's go.
He died before he burned us up. This white devil in America was worse because he burned us while we was alive. He didn't wait till he died. What I'm trying to say, the white man should get up and say you are alive and carry him to court. None of them will stand up and say that they are not devils and this man is lying. So what am I to do? Elijah Muhammad has said something which perhaps a lot of us white people have misunderstood.
So this is how you know the Lord was just keeping his spirit on us. He always kept his spirit on us, man, because it was him keeping his word with our forefathers, man. Okay, so before the Lord actually before he really started pouring out his spirit on us, he still kept a little bit of it on us, because he still blinded a lot of us, because a lot of our people is actually still blinded, man. They still think Esau, Edom got a chance at salvation. They still think these other heathenistic nations got a chance at salvation. No. All right. Now, let me just go ahead and get this. This is Genesis 17:7, and the reason I will establish my covenant between me and thee and thy seed after thee and their generations for an everlasting. What that mean? Forever. Covenant, to be a God unto thee and to thy seed after thee. Okay, so the Lord was always keeping a little portion of his spirit on us before he completely dumped it on us after 350 plus years. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some more, and let's grab some more precepts and go ahead and close it out. Let's go.
Us white people have misunderstood. Perhaps you can explain it to me. He said that white men are devils. What does he mean by it? He means just what he said. The deeds and the works of the man. He says the American devils. The lynching, the killing, cutting the black people's private out, sticking it in the mouth is what they did to us. Got a book called 100 Years of Lynching written by white men. Taking black women who was 4 months pregnant, they took us for years and hung us up with the feet and stuck a dagger in the stomach and ripped it and pulled the unborn baby out just to put fear in it.
Okay, so let me go ahead and just double down on that last point I made. Okay, so even though we're still under the curses, we were under them even heavier then, the Lord still kept a portion of his spirit on us, man. Okay, because listen, obviously the Lord always had a remnant who he was dealing with, even like how he was back then, how it is now. Okay, there is nothing new under the sun. Scriptures tell us that there is nothing new under the sun, and history merely repeats itself. All right, now this is the book of Isaiah 59:21, and it reads, as for me, this is my covenant with them, saith the Lord. Who is he talking about? The Israelites, nobody else. My spirit that is upon thee, and my words which I have put in thy mouth shall not depart out of thy mouth, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, nor out of the mouth of thy seed's seed, saith the Lord, for henceforth and forever. There you go, man. So even though we still on punishment by the Lord, okay, we was on it even heavier back then, the Lord still kept a portion of his spirit on us, man. Okay, so if you can receive this truth, give all praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Let's grab some more. Let's go.
The slaves, and this is worse than the devil. All right, but see, the devil, the preacher in the church taught us that the devil was up under the ground, and he'll wait till he died before he burned us up. This white devil in America was worse because he burned us while we was alive. He didn't wait till he died. What I'm trying to say, the white man should get up and say you are alive.
Okay, so let's go ahead and deal with that. Okay, so there's no such place as hell. Hell is a living condition, or hell just means the grave, or a living condition. And for the Israelites, this is clearly hell. And for all the other and for Esau and the other heathenistic nations, this is clearly heaven, because they all prospering. Esau run the fucking earth, and the rest of the heathenistic nations are prospering because they're teamed up with him. Okay, so there is no salvation for them. Period. So just cutting all of the false prophets out there in Israel that's saying that these other heathenistic nations got a chance at salvation. That's a bunch of bullshit. Let's go. Let's get this. Let's deal with this hell doctrine shit one more time. Salaki from my Swahili, but you get kind of vexed. All right. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 12:7, and it reads, then shall the dust return to the earth, as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it. One more time for the dummies in the back. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it. Okay, so there is no hell, man. All spirits go back to the Most High. Everybody goes to the heavenly realm when they die, okay? And the Lord sends you back, okay? And I know that's too deep for a lot of people, but listen, there's no such thing as hell. We just read it, okay? The dust shall return to the earth as it was, okay, which is your body, okay? And your spirit goes back to the Most High, Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, who made it. All right, now let's go ahead and go. Let's let it a little bit more of a play. I'm gonna grab a few more and close it on out. Let's go.
And carry him to court. None of them will stand up and say that they are not devils and this man is lying. So what am I to do? Elijah Muhammad has said something which perhaps a lot of us white people have misunderstood. Perhaps you can explain it to me. He said that white men are devils. What does he mean by it? He means just what he said. The deeds and the works of the man. He says the American devils. The lynching, the
Okay, so Esau, Edom is the devil, period. Okay, not just the American devils, okay? All his different tribes of Esau, they're all devil. They're all the devil, okay? So the Germans, okay? The Russians, okay? Amalek, okay? And all his other tribes of them, okay? There are even some Edomites that look like quote-unquote black people, okay? The Canaanites, the Hamites, the Temanites, those are, even though they're Hamites, Esau, Edom mixed his seed within them too. Okay, so yeah, man. Yeah, so you can never get caught up on skin tone, okay? Because you can't never really tell if somebody's an Israelite all the time by just looking at them, okay? You got to try the spirit by the spirit. It's all spiritual. Now, let me grab this. Let me just go ahead and deal with this Elijah Muhammad thing, okay? Because even though, as you can see, they had a portion of the truth because the Lord still keep his spirit on the Israelites, just period, okay? It wasn't the full truth because they still calling on Ishmael's God, which is Allah. And Allah just means God. The Heavenly Father have a name, and the names are important. Now, this is Deuteronomy 28:64, and it reads, "And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even on to the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone." Okay? So the wood represents Jesus Christ, which is an idol, and the stone represents Islam, which is another idol. Okay, and as we just read it, us or our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and all the rest of our forefathers before us, never worshipped those gods. Let's go.
Cutting the black people's private out, sticking it in the mouth is what they did, dog.
So that I just brought that out to let you know that those are two of the biggest religions that our people are still cursed under to this very day, man. To this very day. Let's go.
Book called 100 Years of Lynching, written by white men, taking black women who was 4 months pregnant. They took us for years and hung us up with the feet and stuck a dagger in the stomach and ripped it and pulled the unborn baby out just to put fear in other slaves. And this is worse than the devil. All right, but you see, the devil, the preacher in the church taught us.
See, he ain't even had nothing to say because he know damn well that this is the truth, okay? Everybody know, I mean, even the Edomites know they're the problem on the earth, okay? And I'm talking about thoroughbred, purebred Edomites come out and say, yeah, we is the problem. Yeah. I've seen videos, man, all right? But I'm going to go ahead and grab one more and shut this thing out, and I'm going to just do it like this. This is the book of Ezekiel 11:16, and it reads, "Therefore say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come." Okay, so the Lord never forsake. He forsake us. He turned his face away from us, but he always had a remnant of his people that he was dealing with, man. It's always been that way. Okay, so when people say, oh, he came to his own and his own rejected him, that's a bunch of bullshit, man. Okay, what he really meant was a prophet is not accepted in their hometown. Okay, and that's pretty much what he was all going into, pretty much. Okay, so I'm gonna close out. Ali had a portion of the truth. The Nation of Islam back then had a portion of the truth. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and close out and give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Hey, shalom to the next one. Shalom.